Now, talking about Nigeria here, we have a news that made the rounds recently about a Nigerian diplomat that was manhandled by Indonesian immigration officers.
Hey.
You know, we saw that video. It's a very heartbreaking video. We saw a scene that almost reminded us of George Floyd, of what happened to George Floyd of the United States, where George Floyd was saying, "I can't breathe." Incidentally, in this case, the victim, the Nigerian diplomat working in Indonesia, was heard also shouting that he couldn't breathe. Yeah, that's the video there. If the producer could beam that video clip for the viewers to see what happened. I also caution viewers' discretion, because what you're about to see is actually a very dehumanizing scene. You know, those people, those men believed to be Indonesian immigration officers, were seen manhandling the man. The man was said to, there are two accounts to that story anyway. They said the man was standing, one account said the man was standing in front of his home when those guys came and picked him, while another said there was a raid in a nearby market where the man was found, and then he was taken into the vehicle. This is quite sad, and it seems Nigeria is no longer respected by other countries outside the world. You know, it will be difficult. It will be difficult for you to see an American be handled in this manner by people from that part of the world. Let me bring it to you, Mr. Mark. Well, what do you have to say about that scenario?
Oh, my host, it's appalling. We are tired of seeing these things. The story, like you just said, you've given the facts. A Nigerian diplomat standing in the entrance of his building and being harassed by immigration officers in Indonesia. And he was not just being harassed, he was pushed into the vehicle and made to go through that gruesome pain of shouting and feeling so much pain in his neck. I think that's the video there. And they weren't even listening to him. He was saying his neck, his neck, his neck.
I can't breathe. My neck, my neck, my neck, my neck.
This is quite horrifying. This is a very horrifying scene, I must tell you. And that's when I go diplomat there, feeling under punishment by people believed to be Indonesian immigration officers. Now, this is quite sad. Of course, this is still a developing story. As we await more details on this issue, we are hoping that the Nigerian government would respond promptly and adequately, you know, to make sure that not just this man. Now, you can imagine if this man is a Nigerian diplomat, what could happen to other lesser citizens of Nigeria out there in Indonesia and some of those Asian countries where their Nigerians are treated with utmost disrespect. Chuma, you saw that video. And did it remind you of George Floyd? What went through your mind when you saw that video?
When I saw that video, first of all, I had the word, "I can't breathe." It takes me back to what really happened to George Floyd. But at the same time, that is the same thing that is happening back home in Nigeria. The citizens can't breathe. We don't live in a situation where we have no rights. You are not given, under normal circumstances, you're supposed to, come out and exhibit your talent, do what you can for the country, but you are suppressed. Our investors are leaving. Our entrepreneurs are leaving. Our politicians are more or less talking about their own selves, which is not good. Imagine somebody, a diplomat, being treated this way. Then what happens to Nigerians in other places? A diplomat is more or less like a president of a country or a senior, let's say a vice president or a senate president of a country representing the country somewhere else, and then no right was given to him, nobody even had what he wanted to say. But I must say, is this not abuse, human right abuse? He had a right. Even if somebody is illegal in your country, first of all, there are ways of getting that person to order. You ask him gently, provide your papers. If you can't provide these papers, you take the person in. But in this case, nothing was done. The same way George Floyd was crying, I can't breathe. Nobody listened to him. He wasn't given the room.
Yeah. I get your point, Mr. Kuma. I get your point on that score. The thing is heartbreaking, and much as we expect more details from that story, we expect that the Nigerian government would come out strongly, to make a strong statement against such development. But knowing the Nigerian government and how it's been, we don't expect much. Many Nigerians do not expect much to come from. This is not the first time Nigerians are coming under attack. In Ghana, the embassy of Nigeria was mowed down with a bulldozer in Ghana, and we didn't hear anything from the Nigerian government. Even in Nigeria, people cannot breathe. Like Chuma said,